Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Bushcraft and Survival. Please enjoy our channel. If you would, we'd appreciate it if you join our Patreon page. It's been a long road. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to BlindOwl Outdoors. Today we're making fire starters out of chainsaw sawdust, with a little bit of cotton in some of them, and egg cartons. I'm melting some wax right now, and while we're waiting for the wax to melt, I thought I'd talk about some of these little Gasifier stoves. This is one I have a little kit for in my pack, and the nice thing about these things is you can burn anything in them. Little sticks, sawdust, leaves, twigs, anything you want. Mine just fits into a cup, and all it is a tin can with another can inside it. This one happens to be a stainless steel cup with a bunch of holes drilled through it, and then holes drilled around the edge of it. And what happens is once it gets burning, the smoke circulates around and then re-burns through these little holes, and then burns real efficiently, and there's really no smoke at all. So it really worked nice. I have one here. This one here is full of sawdust. I'll see if I can get it started here once. And it has a little pot stand that sits on top of it like that. Works real nice. Here's a funny one here. This was my prototype. I made this out of a little bucket. Turned out to be aluminum, and the first burn went real well. You can see it's got holes all around the side and holes in the bottom, but when I added some wood to it and then let it sit with the coals, the bottom melted out of it. So you can see they do get pretty hot. Let me see if I get this one going here. And these sawdust chips, they do burn pretty good. But once it gets going, it also has holes around the bottom here to help let air go through. And once it gets going, fire will come out from underneath the lip like that and burns real efficiently. There you can see it's gasifying real good. So the wax is melting right here. This big can here, this is going to be a giant one, and this one isn't really for camping. This one is going to be for a kitchen, and it will have a computer fan on the side of it for a blower, and then they burn just like a rocket. Kind of like a rocket stove, but just roars as it burns. So it's real nice for cooking rice and things on. But again, the beauty of it is what I'll be burning in it is stuff that I'm picking up for free. Here in the Philippines, when they cut down the trees, they cut them lengthwise into boards. That's why all the pieces of sawdust are real long, because they're ripping the wood. And when they cut down a whole tree for lumber, I can usually fill up about 2 garbage cans of sawdust, and I let it sit in the sun for a while, and it's just free fuel. So it works really good for us. This one here is starting to burn pretty good. It's not burning out the holes yet though. Wax is almost melted already. Put a little more in, I guess. Piece of firewood on there. It's about 95 degrees today here in the Philippines in the shade, and I'm out in the sun. so it's pretty warm. That's why, if you notice, I'm completely soaking wet. Wax here. For wax, I'm just using candles. I don't have any old wax or anything. I just chop it up just like a sausage or something. Works real well. I had one of these little gasifier stoves. It's actually pretty nice to have in your pack because, again, you can burn anything in it. I got some wax melted down pretty good here. Then all I'm going to do is, what I have here is I have some egg cartons with wood chips and cotton mixed in them. And I'm just going to pull the wax over. It's really hot, I guess. Never had to do that before. It's so hot that it's melting the plastic cartons. That's scary. I've never had to do that before. Maybe the campfire is just a little too hot. I usually melt this stuff up in the kitchen. I guess we'll just let it go at that. Then what I'm going to do is just let these cool down and then cut them apart. And they usually seem to work real good as fire starters. Well, that's all I have for you now. Thanks for watching. This is what we wound up with the fire starters. Usually they're a little bigger than this. It's just wax and chips with a little bit of cotton in them. This is the paper carton. This we'll just cut up into pieces, I guess, and see how that turns out. But I don't recommend melting your wax over an open fire like I just did. Got way too hot. Just use coals, and when it's melts, pour it on. Don't let it get to the point where it's just about ready to boil. It's way too hot. Clean out these holes at the top and burn really clear, really clean, and you have virtually no smoke at all once you get going. So it's actually a really nice deal. Oh, looks like my wax is actually boiling, and my string just broke. All at the same time. Well, that's one for the blooper reel, I guess.
Thanks for watching. Take care.